First off, don't let the force of the impression carry you away. Say to it, hold up a bit and let me see who you are and where you are from. Let me put you to the test. ***. Epictetus, discourses, 2, 824. ### introduction. The power of impressions. The human mind is a marvel in its ability to process and categorize information at incredible speeds. This mental agility allows us to navigate a complex world, making quick decisions that often prove to be correct. However, this same speed can also be a double-edged sword, leading us to make hasty judgments based on incomplete or biased information. The philosopher Epictetus, an influential figure in Stoic philosophy, cautioned against letting the initial force of an impression carry us away. Instead, he urged us to pause, scrutinize, and test these impressions before allowing them to guide our actions. ### the speed of thought, a double-edged sword. Malcolm Gladwell, in his book Blink, explores the phenomenon of thin slicing, the ability to make quick decisions based on limited information. He argues that our minds are constantly engaged in this process, using years of experience and knowledge to form rapid judgments. On one hand, this ability is a remarkable strength. It enables us to react swiftly in situations that demand immediate action, such as in emergencies or when making routine decisions. Our brains are wired to recognize patterns and make connections, allowing us to act without the need for prolonged deliberation. However, this same ability can also lead to errors in judgment, particularly when it reinforces our existing biases, prejudices, and stereotypes. When we rely too heavily on our initial impressions, we may overlook critical details or fail to consider alternative perspectives. This can result in decisions that are not only incorrect, but also harmful. Gladwell's work highlights the need for balance. While our instincts are valuable, they must be tempered with reflection and critical thinking. ### the importance of taking a moment. One of the key lessons from Epictetus' teachings is the importance of taking a moment to pause and reflect before acting on our impressions. This pause allows us to question the validity of our initial thoughts and to consider whether they are based on solid evidence or simply on assumptions. By taking this step, we can avoid being swept away by emotions or making decisions that we may later regret. Is this really so bad? What do I really know about this person or situation? Why do I have such strong feelings here? Is my anxiety or anger really justified? These are the types of questions we should ask ourselves before allowing our impressions to dictate our actions. By subjecting our thoughts to this kind of scrutiny, we become less likely to make hasty decisions that could have negative consequences. ### trust, but verify. A balanced approach. The Russian proverb trust, but verify captures the essence of this balanced approach. It acknowledges the value of trusting our instincts and impressions, but it also emphasizes the importance of verification. Just as a scientist tests a hypothesis before accepting it as true, we should test our impressions before acting on them. This process of verification helps us to ensure that our decisions are based on reality rather than on unfounded beliefs or assumptions. In practice, this means taking a step back and considering the broader context. Are there other factors at play that I haven't considered? Is there evidence that contradicts my initial impression? What do other people, particularly those with different perspectives, think about this situation? By asking these questions, we can gain a more nuanced understanding of the situation and make decisions that are more informed and less likely to be influenced by bias. ### the role of emotions in shaping impressions. Emotions play a significant role in shaping our impressions and, consequently, our decisions. When we experience strong emotions such as fear, anger, or excitement, our ability to think clearly and rationally can be compromised. In such moments, our initial impressions may be colored by these emotions, leading us to make decisions that we might not make under calmer circumstances. Epictetus' advice to hold up a bit is particularly relevant in these situations. By taking a moment to calm ourselves and examine the source of our emotions, we can gain better control over our thoughts and actions. For example, If we feel intense anger towards someone, it is worth asking ourselves why we feel this way. Is the anger justified? Or is it based on a misunderstanding or a projection of our own insecurities? By exploring these questions, we can gain a deeper understanding of our emotions and prevent them from leading us astray. ###, the dangers of acting on unexamined impressions. Acting on unexamined impressions can have serious consequences, both for ourselves and for others. For example, if we make a decision based on a stereotype or a bias and gut reactions, we run the risk of making decisions that are not fully informed or fair. The mind's tendency to jump to conclusions based on preconceived notions can cloud our judgment and lead us astray. This is where the wisdom of Epictetus becomes invaluable. By advising us to hold up a bit and examine our impressions, he encourages us to resist the pull of these immediate and often flawed judgments. ###, the value of reflection. Taking a moment to reflect on our thoughts and impressions is not a sign of weakness or indecision. Rather, it is a powerful tool for ensuring that our actions are aligned with reason and virtue. When we encounter a situation or person that provokes a strong emotional response, whether it be anger, fear, or even enthusiasm, it is crucial to pause and ask ourselves some key questions. Is this really as bad as it seems? What do I actually know about this person or situation? Why am I feeling such strong emotions? Is my anxiety or excitement truly justified? These questions serve as a form of mental triage, helping us to sort through our immediate impressions and determine which ones are worth acting on. By taking the time to test our thoughts, we create space for a more balanced and thoughtful response. ###, the role of instincts. It is important to recognize that our instincts and gut reactions are not inherently bad. In fact, they are often grounded in real experiences and can be valuable guides in certain situations. For example, if you have a strong feeling of discomfort around a particular person, it might be worth exploring why that is. Perhaps your instincts are picking up on subtle cues that you are not consciously aware of. However, it is equally important to ensure that these instincts are not simply the result of ingrained biases or stereotypes. The Russian proverb, "Trust but verify," perfectly encapsulates the balance that we should strive for. We can trust our instincts and initial impressions, but we must also verify them by examining the evidence and considering alternative perspectives. This approach allows us to benefit from the speed and efficiency of our minds without falling prey to the pitfalls of hasty judgment. Subscribe Stoic Doc for more of these kind videos.